What it do? What it do? What it do? Get on up in here, man. We 2 minutes early. Y'all get on up in here, man. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. Bam! Hey, don't run from it. Run to it. Let's get on up in here, man. We're gonna talk about Corcoran Shoe, 1988. In the first open. I got there in 1989. Let's get on up in here, man. 25 seconds. Ain't nobody tapped in yet. Get on up in here, man. Get on up in here. Let's make it do with Michelle up in the house. How you doing, Michelle? How you doing, Michelle? Get on up in here, man. Let's make it happen today, man. Let's talk about that Corcoran Shoe. Y'all come on up in here, man. Come on up in here. I had to drink a cup of coffee, make sure I won't fall asleep on y'all. I'm tired today. Man, tired. Come on up in here, man. Y'all get on up in here. 10 people up in here. There they go. There they doing. Y'all get on up in here, man. It is hot. Woo. Yeah, today was a tiresome day at work. We're going to talk about Corcoran Shoe, man. So y'all get on up in here, man. Get on up in here. Let's talk about how I'm good. How I'm good too, Michelle. I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Damu in the house. Not the shoe, man. Yeah, man. Watch this. Damu, everybody always saying they wish Hispanics would give brothers head ups. When Corcoran Shoe, you used to get head ups. This is what people didn't know. It was hard to get weapons in Corcoran Shoe. You might sneak a razor blade out, right? Police will let certain Hispanics bring a razor blade to the yard and they'll cut on somebody to pump in somebody else, right? But every time it was go up in the shoe on some race shit, if you went to the yard by yourself, I mean, Vine in the house, what's up, family? If you went to the yard by yourself and you was in Corcoran Shoe in the late 80s, when they first opened up Corcoran Shoe, if it's two Hispanics on the yard, both of them wouldn't rush you. Only one to go at you. So that you got your head up. You got your head up. You got what you wanted. And I remember one time when I was in the shoe, man, I had a celly. He was a non-affiliated dude. And the first head went up. And my comrade Butcher from Great Rest in Peace got cut on. So they brought their yard back in. My yard is next at 12 o'clock. By this time, Butcher back from the infirmary, I go to the yard. My celly standing still, right? He like, man, I ain't no Crip. That ain't my business. But that wasn't no Crip business. That was black business. Right? I said, yeah, I'll deal with it when I come back from yard. I go to the yard. It's a checkerboard in Corcoran Shoe. It's a checkerboard painted on the yard. I'm squatting in the checkerboard. I'm waiting on the first one to hit the yard. But both of them come to the yard. When I step up, get ready to go towards, one step towards me. Me and him get to squabble, and the other one did not jump in. We squabbled for like 5 to 10 minutes. Bam, they bust on the yard. We prone out. They resume, they take us back in ourselves. I get on my celly. When they let me back in the section, uncuff me at the sally port, at the door, the section door, tell me to go to my cell. Butcher and a few more other brothers is hollering at me. Catfish from Stockton, the Jamba Cat. I forgot the Kumi brother name was up, and they said, Bam, you good? I'm like, I'm good. Now I'm finna beat my celly ass. I go up in there and whoop on my celly. But don't never get it twisted, man. You got, when they opened up that Corcoran Shoe, that's how it was. Because when I every 6 months in the shoe and Corcoran Shoe, I went to Tattoo Shoe, but I did hear that about Corcoran Shoe. Listen to me. When I was in Tehachapi Shoe, it was segregated yard. It was just a Crip yard. It wasn't even a black yard. It was a Crip yard, Damu yard. Then last time I was in the shoe, Damu, They start having the dog kennels. They start building the cages. The only people who go to the shoes, go to the yard together was you and your celly. But you can see everybody else and we'll bust down with each other like that. Right then I said, man, I'm tired of going to the hole, going to the shoe, because them is like dog kennels. I ain't no animal, so I don't want to be placed in segregation like that. But basically, you hear a lot of brothers talk that we don't support one another, or we allow people to do something. Like I was looking at one of my comments on a show about 2 weeks ago, and the Hispanic dude commented on my show like, hey, call me old man. Like, y'all don't check paperwork. Y'all ain't together. Certain blacks, y'all let other races hit y'all without doing that. And watch this. I ain't never denied that, man. I experienced that in the county jail. Coming down to the county jail in certain moves allowed Hispanics to rush the Crips while we was cuffed up. I ain't never denied that. But what I will deny is that I'm not a part of that. I don't get down out there, kid. I don't care who you rush. If you rush a brother, whether he represent Kumi, Jama, Damu, I'm gonna assist that brother. It's by any means necessary. I'm gonna assist that brother. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people get it twisted because we create so many boundaries and division amongst ourselves that we don't know how to come together. Facts, but it's supposed to be too black, too strong in a real way. Watch this, man. It is too black and too strong, but you will always get some brothers that is so caught up in fear. It ain't that they don't support blackness. It's that they support fear. It's a fear factor for dudes in prison. It's a fear factor for dudes that's on the streets, but when they make excuses on why they don't want to help another brother, that's fear. That's the only thing it is fear. They scared of being down because they're afraid. They're afraid. That's it. That's it. Hold on. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all, man. They're afraid. Excuse me. They're afraid, right? I remember one time, man, I went out to court and we coming back to a New Folsom. So they stopped, they gave us a layover at the reception center Delano. And it was Hispanic blood that came to the building. We in our cell eating while they running chow, right? They running chow. We the next chair to go in the day room and eat. The Hispanics rushed to explain the Mexican blood, right? Now watch this, man. It go up, but it stop. Now the Hispanics don't want no problems afterwards. So some young dudes in there, they said, man, let's holler at the OG. Because I was like the oldest dude in the building, I guess. So they come to my cell, a few of them, Damu dude and Kiwi, and say, man, hey, OG, what you think about the situation? I'm like, hey, man, let me give you my experience. I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. Your homeboy, I've talked to the Damu dude, I said, your homeboy already knew they was going to rush him. So what he should have did was take flight first. And you got some dudes that don't want to support it because he don't take off first, and they're going to use him being a blood and they being non-affiliated, being Crips and not wanting to support him. But I'm telling you now, if y'all come up with the decision of saying y'all want some retaliation, I have no choice but to be a part of your retaliation because I'd rather be a suspect than be a victim. Some people don't think like that. Some people really don't think like that, but that didn't just start with youngsters. You understand what I'm saying? You had OGs that was older than me in the pen that wasn't willing to be a participant of race problems in prison, just like they're not willing to be about race problems on the streets. They find excuses of not wanting to go at somebody else, but they find all the reason in the world want to go at each other. You understand what I'm saying? It's a proven fact. Look what you see on YouTube. You get brothers that allow other races to talk about another brother without saying nothing. What's up, Blake? You feel what I'm saying? Everyone liked up the video. I hear you, baby. I hear you. That you say it again. Come in hitting them blacks. But people need to understand, man. Watch this. Prison has changed, and it's still changing. It's still changing to this day. And it's not a power struggle. It's a power struggle within collectives. And the collectives that they having the power struggle in is Hispanics. Blacks is not having a power structure because blacks don't even have a structure. They just go kindly by the program that's being presented to them. Yeah, you're gonna have brothers that stay down when it's time to stay down. Don't get it twisted. But it's structures in prison that's having power structures right now. You hear the word that they send do certain collectives can't have phones. Hey man, how you gonna tell a motherfucker to spend 13, 1400, 3,000, $2,000 or $3,000 for a cell phone that he can't have his phone, but you can have one? No, that ain't how the game go. So it's other things in prison that blacks must pay attention to. Cause see, some people believe if you store some race shit in prison, it'll bring your race together. Well, they can forget about all these petty differences. That's what they got to be aware of. You understand what I'm saying? I believe they want to take them phones because you got these dudes getting on YouTube that's in the penitentiary, and they create they line they giving them S and Y dudes information that they shouldn't give them, because these S and Y dudes seem to know a whole lot about what's going on the main line, but ain't telling you what's going on the S and Y. You understand what I'm saying? But brothers need to wake up. And not just in prison. We got to wake up on the streets, because it's going to get dangerous out here. OG, you heard about the 13-year-old black girl getting beat down at McDonald's in Harbor City by a grown Mexican. I ain't heard that. When that happened today, imagine that. That happened today, Reds Dog. That happened today. Now, this grown woman beat up a 13-year-old girl. Then they sit up and say, we these little youngsters out here beating up these Hispanic people that's selling ice creams. See, that's the disrespect that goes on in each community, and ain't nobody got nothing to say about it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if that lady beat up on a grown ass woman beat up on a 13-year-old girl, the blacks, if it was some black people up in there, they should have helped her. They should have started whooping her ass. Oh, yesterday, they should have started whooping her ass. Because I know if I'd have been in there and seen a grown woman that ain't black, that ain't her mama, whooping her ass, either I'm going to prevent it, I'm going to stop her from doing what she's doing, else I'm going to get on her too. And if it was been a man with her, I'd have got on the man. But she was out of pocket. And the only reason she probably did that because she was in there by herself. You understand what I'm saying? She was in there by herself. And if it was some people in there, they didn't have the courage to step to the plate and say enough is enough. What's up, Mr. Jackson? You feel what I'm saying? And that's what's up, Corey? You feel me? Them dudes too controlling, especially when they find family sending them money and they go back to being, they got to break them off. Say it again, because that's definitely what's going on up in there. Sprinkle me, OG, bam. I'm trying to. Everybody just pull their phones out. Hey, watch this, Reds Dog. That's what they do. I sit up and tell y'all that all the time. Black folks got a bad habit of doing that. Every time they see something happen to another black, they grab their phone and just want to film it and put that shit on social media. Is that staying down for being black? No, that ain't standing up on your blackness. They ain't staying down for being black. That's a sign of cowardice. You taking somebody. That's crazy, man. To me, that don't make no sense. OG Bam understand that most of the people that mess with the Latino street vendors are usually from Belize, African, and other parts of the Caribbean. From niggas are not going to mess with vendors. All right, I got you. I got you. Hey, watch this, man. I sometimes buy ice cream from them little dudes that be walking up and down the street selling ice cream. I don't buy that corn. I don't buy tacos, but I buy the ice cream. Right? Black folks got to start doing better. How can any sane black person sit back and see a 13-year-old girl getting beat up by a grown ass woman? watched that 13-year-old girl, saw her face that pissed me off. Listen to me, LA boy. I got to check that out, man. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. The person that put that on social media for people to see it need their ass, especially if they black. And any grown person that sit up, whether he his shit, that's just straight buster shit. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all see that, man? And it, based on you telling me about it, getting me angry, because I know if I'd have been there, man, it could have been ugly for me as well as for that little girl, me for that grown woman. Suppose that happened in Harbor City, right? Yeah. I sure hope like hell don't nobody ever fuck with my people. I don't care who they are. People need to start understanding when you see some black kids getting beat up, stop and help them. Don't film that shit, man. What enjoyment do you get out of filming looking at a child get their ass whooped by a grown ass person? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, who gets off on that type of shit? You understand what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, that'd been a black lady whooping on an Hispanic girl, the Hispanics would have helped that little girl. So why would you Harbor City is racist? In a real way, we got to just stop pulling phones out. I'm from the old school. Let's get active. Say it again, Reg Dog. That's what we got to do. Listen to me, man. I'm telling y'all might not want to believe this. Most people are afraid of getting active out of fear. They're afraid, man. They really are afraid. They ain't nothing unless they with a gang of their homies. All you gotta do is listen to these dudes say what they saying on YouTube, on the hood, on the dead homies. That's why they don't, by themselves, they ain't gonna do too much. They rather grab their phones. Why would you grab your phone looking at a little girl get the shit beat out of her? That shit don't make sense to me, man. I mean, I don't grab my phone. I see people fighting. I done ran across men rolling down the street. I see some weird shit. I don't grab my phone and film that shit, man. That shit ain't funny to me. You understand what I'm saying? Then you need to understand this. You ain't doing nothing but giving up evidence. You dry snitching. When you filming something that ain't your business, you're dry snitching. Especially when you're putting it on a social media platform. That's dry snitching. You understand what I'm saying? And people need to start understanding, man, that we can't protect ourselves, ain't nobody else gonna protect us. If we don't support each other, ain't nobody else gonna support us. You understand what I'm saying? Black folks is constantly sitting in the waistline waiting on some motherfucking help. Each and every day they persist on doing the same thing, man. Every day we hearing the same bullshit, just someplace else. You know what I'm saying? And this get these other platforms content for they talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? This is why we need peace in our community. This is why we need to be together as one. You understand what I'm saying? This is the shit right. It ain't just because it's games in the community. So if we come together, games don't cease. It's gonna go down. Kids, you're gonna continuously see that. We got to come together as one. Now, I ain't advocating no race shit, no racist. I'm not a racist. I don't want nobody to misinterpret that. What I'm telling you is, if black folks don't come together, man, people gonna continue rushing us because they feel if we ain't together, they can get away with doing anything they want to us. But if we come together and start respecting each other, they gonna have the fear of wanting to fuck with us, especially in a negative way. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if people don't get that, that's on them. Because whenever they see us come as one, violence stops immediately. They don't want no more violence when they see us as one. So why we just can't always be together? Why do we have to wait on somebody to do some harm to us to come together as one? Why we just can't put a whole lot of energy and come together on some positive shit? Why we got to wait to be a victim to want to be together as one race? Isn't it better to be as one all the time? Divide and conquer is a motherfucker, man, and that's what's still going on today. And it ain't just gonna stop overnight, because we gonna have other blacks not wanting to be with this black based on some bullshit. And it ain't just based on gang shit. You got non-affiliated people that don't want to associate with certain non-affiliated people. That's why they treat us as such, because they see how we treat each other. Say it again, Reds dog, and that's what people ain't getting, man. People really watch this, man. We talk about the S and Y dudes that got these platforms, but it's one thing you got to give them. They speak on the roster, even though they ran from the roster in prison, get away from it, but they speak on the uplifting of their people. So when they get people like me that speak on the uplifting of my people, they consider me to be a racist. You understand? Black unity is greatly needed. It's in dire need of unity in the black community, because we're losing the battle amongst ourselves. We are our own worst enemy. Our unity is more powerful than an atomic bomb. Come on, black people. Say it again, man. People ain't getting it. We got to step to the motherfucking plate, man. We got to come together as one. We got to stop talking about the problem and bring the solutions to the motherfucking forefront. It ain't no needing us constantly. We know the cause of the problem. If we know the cause of the problem, we definitely know the solution to the problem. We got to stick to the code of conduct as black people, or we're gonna lose. Say it again, man. And the cold part is, I don't see why black people hate each other. Why another black man want to hate another black man? Why another black woman want to hate another black man? Why? Don't tell me it's because of what another motherfucker got and what you ain't have. See, I ain't never been caught up into that materialistic shit. I give a fuck what the next man got, because if I want it, I can get it. Just get off your ass and you can get it, right? I don't believe in the myth that black men is lazy. They just selling for less. It ain't got nothing to do with lazy. You feel what I'm saying? They just settle for less. We got to stop selling for less and settle for the best. We got to dig deep within ourselves and find our potentials. And people ain't getting that, man. Black matters. Black lives matters. Check this out, man. My life always mattered, man. Now, it's a damn shame. I posted a picture of Malcolm X. What he looked like before books and what he looked like when he started reading books. Maybe if this younger generation, as well as people in my generation who ain't never did no reading, start reading some books, they'll really get it. That is more about your race than anything else. Because if you don't know where you came from, you folding the fuck, don't know where you going. You come from we come from kings and queens, and we must. You understand what I'm saying? The village is bug wild right now, and it's on us to get the village back intact. There shouldn't be no other option but black love and black unity. See, we come together as one. Can't nobody get rich off our culture but us. Everybody is trying to be us, yet we're giving the worst of us. We display the worst of us. We don't display the best. Whenever you're attacking another black, that's the worst of you. It's not the best of you. We got to get away from what Oprah and them not doing, what LeBron and them not doing, and start doing what we need to be done in our own community. See, they don't give a fuck what's going on in our community. They don't live in our community. Now, I ain't trying to belittle them, but they don't care what's going on in our communities because they don't live in our community. See, they'd rather build a school in Africa. They'd rather build a charter school somewhere else. They'd rather build a goddamn community center in Thousand Oaks. They don't want to build nothing in the black community. And sometimes the reason why they don't want to build it is because they say we're going to tear it up. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to start demanding more from our own and less from people that ain't of us. You understand what I'm saying? People break their neck to go see LeBron. LeBron breaking his neck to get to the community to see what's needed in the community to help us get it together in the community. Hell no. Yeah, he donating shit. That's a tax write-off. But stop doing shit for a tax write-off and do it based on the kindness of your heart. Hey man, the black community need everybody that's black to be a part of what's going on in the black community. We don't want you here when the police kill somebody. We want you here when it ain't that type of shit. Come in the black community. Let's come together. Y'all think I'm lying? I got to dip off, fam. Get some rest before work tonight. Everyone enjoy your night. You too, Damu. You too, man. Pimp name up in the house. They scared. They scared of me because I'm build that shit. Say it again, baby. Listen to me, man. I just heard a dude say 600. He said, yeah, man, I've been playing on YouTube. I'm really a millionaire. I got millions. I just want to see who the shit I can start. Now here's a dude admitting to starting shit on YouTube amongst blacks. Because he want to see who his friends is. So now that they unsubscribe to him, he ain't they're not worthy of his money. A lot of places are taken away from library books. Say it again, Yvonne. We got to start understanding, man, that the biggest cancer in the black community is us. Big baby in the house. The biggest cancer in the black community is black. Until we start teaching each other, be willing to be students and allow teachers to teach. And when I say this, I ain't talking about academically wise. I'm talking about race wise. Allow yourself to be a student, to be taught by your peers. The community will get better. We got to start policing our own communities. We got to start calling balls a ball and strike a strike. We got to start calling these black politicians on the promises they gave for us voting for them, and they ain't never followed through on them promises. You understand what I'm saying? Because I remember the last man Compton, that sister, right? That broad didn't realize she was black till the police pulled her over and her husband and her child. Because they didn't recognize her being the mayor, and when she told them they didn't give a fuck, suddenly she became black. You feel me? Still talking on that, so why? Here we go, man. Here we go. I don't know why I be getting these weirdos, y'all. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why I get weirdos, right? But listen to me. We got to start policing our own community. We got to start participating in the positive things in our community. I want that town hall so bad, man. I got to get a skip. I just been real busy. You already told me I could get it again at the place. We must get it together. Why this dropout always speaking on blacks not checking their paper? ARS, that's just they get down, homie. That's they. You feel what I'm saying? And we got them in here. You feel what I'm saying? You niggas sell out. Salute OG. This is crazy, man. Man, what dude salute me with that right there, man? This shit is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. How people will come in your show with some disrespect and think it's cool. You feel what I'm saying? But listen to me, man. Them dropouts don't have nothing better to do in life but to try to talk about us. Because their paperwork was checked and they had to check out, or they didn't have the courage to stand on the main lines. They always point fingers at us. You understand what I'm saying? Then when you put your feet on their neck, the first thing they say is some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Pure ignorance. Say it again, JC. That's exactly what it is. But I'm here to tell y'all, trolls with no profile pictures. Say it again. Some of them even have profile pictures, but it just ain't them. Hey, man, I got more black trolls than I got Hispanics. You understand what I'm saying? I got some black trolls that's so disrespectful that it's pathetic. But listen to me, man. As a black race, we got to do better than what we do. Yeah, everybody can point the finger at the game. Man. Look in the mirror, baby. Look in the motherfucking mirror. Don't just point the finger at the easy target. Look in the mirror. Point the finger at yourself. What role are you playing in making the neighborhood better? What role are you playing to get your community together? Everyone hand picking, waving, waving hand, big banks. Oh, understand? You feel me? But let's listen to me. We got to all accept responsibility to what's going on in our community, because we all play a role if we want our community better. And this the cold part too, man. I don't see nothing wrong with blacks and Hispanics getting together to get the community to communities together that they share. We got to set our, what's up, Bob? We got to set our differences to the side and say the kids do better. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what we got to do. You understand what I'm saying? I see they trying to take me outside of my game, man. They trying to take me outside of my game. They say Mexicans tell on blacks. I got told on and put in CYA about some Mexican game. Too, man, I heard that. What's up, Bam, in the chat? I hope your lady is doing better. Oh, she is. Trust and believe that. She is. But listen to me, man. Protect your energy. I got you, JC, because if I don't, I'm going to lose my motherfucking mind. See, this is the best part about it. And Crazy always tell me, say they trying to take me outside of my square. I don't give them that power, man. I can't give a coward or a buster no power, man. These dudes can say what they want to say. Like Deion Sanders say, man, your opinion don't build me. You ain't built me. Your opinion can't hurt me. Your opinion can't kill me. I'm going to stand tall on everything that comes out my mouth and the contents of my heart. I got them, damn. That's right, Blade. Listen to me, man. We got to start coming together as one race. And enough got to be enough. And the fucked up part of it is, we can't keep pointing the fingers at the game members. I low-key defend game members. I'm a non-active game member. This is not what Raymond had in mind when he said he wanted Chris. Chris was created to protect the community. Damu gangs was created to protect the community. They wasn't created to destroy the community and to destroy their race. However, we did ourselves a disfavor because we got caught up into what the white man wanted us to do at something that was established. OG Bam, Mr. Deal, what's up? Don't allow my confidence to defend your insecurity. Neon, say it again. That's Dion, baby. Listen to me, man. It's time for peace in Los Angeles, all over. We're going to continue seeing other races doing shit to black kids and just family. See, when we have peace, that type of behavior will stop. People know they can't just do something to us. It's a must we have peace in the black community. The black man is about to be extinct. They don't even see it coming. Trust and believe that we're about to be extinct and don't nobody see it coming. It's not a black male shortage. It's a black man shortage. Dudes need to step to the plate and start becoming men and stop being little boys. If you got kids, you got to stop gang banging. If you got kids, you must become a father. If you're married, you must become a husband and act like a husband. You laid down with this woman and you made this child. You grown ass man that's getting on YouTube belittling your kids' mamas. That shit is taboo, man. Why would you talk about the woman that gave your kids birth? Your kids come about this woman. Your kids are a reflection of this woman. Your kids are a reflection of you. Why would you want to talk about your kid's mama? Why do the woman want to talk about the kid's father? You understand what I'm saying? You're not getting your notifications. I can't explain that one, baby. I can't explain it. But this is what we got to stop doing. We got to stop talking about each other, belittling each other. That shit ain't cool. Every day on YouTube, brothers is belittling brothers. Only in California and Texas. This is what they do. Then we get angry and offended because somebody else got something to say about it. You understand what I'm saying? If we stop giving them content they don't have, let's give them some real content. Let's show them that we love each other. So if we show them that we love each other, they ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. They might delete their motherfucking YouTube channels out of fear. The fear of black folks coming together as one. Being young is an illusion. Watch this, man. You're only young once, but you can be immature forever. You understand what I'm saying? That's one definitely goes both ways. Those babies, mama scandalous nowadays. I just said, hey, JC, check this out, man. I was talking to Melly Mill this morning at work, probably. And Snoopy Dad ass came up in the conversation. I said, man, I don't respect no man that sit up and talk about his kid's mama. And sit up and tell me how he's spending 800 on a room or 1,500 on the room. And when they showed the film in their house, a video in that house, all I seen was air mattresses. So you'd rather spend 1,500 if you live in a room and your kids sleep on an air mattress. I don't respect no woman that get on YouTube showing her feet, twerking her ass. I don't care how good she can sing, and she ain't being a mother to her kids. If twerking your ass ain't getting you no money, hey, stop being what you used to be. Become a mother. You got kids. Too young to have as many as you have because you can't take care of them. You understand what I'm saying? Gunner, Blue Devil, and Hood Media, 310, the main ones keep black business in their mouth. Oh, without a doubt, man. They definitely do that. Watch this, man. Stab, you have to unsubscribe, then resubscribe. All right. Hey, Wolf, what it do, baby? What it do? Snoopy is the circus clown. He's definitely that. Listen to me, man. Dude, and other dudes like him on social media, that's fathers. Your real black fathers, a bad picture. They paint a bad picture for them because I got partners that take good care of their kids and still live in the same communities they grew up in. They take wonderful care of their kids. They became positive role models for their kids' life. They didn't send their kids to college. Some of them's kids are still in college. So don't tell me all black men is deadbeat fathers. But if you a gang member and you got kids and you still claiming your hood and you hanging out in your hood, you're a deadbeat dad. Does that mean you giving your hood 100% and you giving your kids less? You supposed to give your kids your all, man. Parenthood is the biggest gang. Not Crips and Bloods, not GDs and Vice Lords. Parenthood is the biggest gang. And if you don't raise your child, these streets will. See, watch this, man. I don't believe a lot of kids come from broken homes. I believe that a lot of them come from broken communities. So if we fix the community, things will get better. See, a lot of homes is fucked up. So they take that chaos to the streets. It's outside to the community. We got to bring it back in the community the way it used to be, where we respected the elders. You got youngsters these days that don't respect the elders. So when I was coming up, man, an elder can whoop your ass. Before you got home, the elder checking you gonna get another ass whoop. That's how we got to bring it back in our community. We got to show love for each other. It's a lack of love in the black and brown community. You know what I'm saying? They gang banging against each other. They going in each other's neighborhood. All you have to do is watch this shit on social media. They go in the hood. They kick over memorials, candles, that's, candlelight vigils. They kick it over 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, talking about where people at. You know everybody at home sleep. You the only damn fool that's up in the morning being disrespectful. You ride through dudes' neighborhoods, ain't got a gun on you. You understand what I'm saying? These youngsters need some trades in their life. These youngsters is wasting too much motherfucking energy on negative shit instead of positive shit. They need to find something to do, and we got to help them find something to do. You understand what I'm saying? We got to bring these youngsters to the forefront and ask them, what's really bothering you? Hey, man, y'all think I'm lying, man. Communities is lacking in mentors, big brothers and big sisters. And we need mentors and big brothers and big sisters in our community to make things better. Because a lot of these kids is just, they doing shit, they crying out for help. Ain't nobody getting it. They crying out for help. They don't just know how to ask for help. They crying out for help. They crying out for help. They want somebody, they need somebody to talk to. Real talk, OG, much love from North Carolina. Thank you. Listen to me, man. Sometimes I see my people and that shit bothers me. Hurts me so bad it makes me want to cry. I grab my chest in pain because I say I wasn't like that. But I play a role in a lot of these young motherfuckers. Hey, it's because of me some of them is acting like that. Because of what they heard that I used to do, and people in my generation, that what we used to do, they thought was cool, right? So now that we trying to send out a different message, they question our ulterior motives. They wonder if we got ulterior motives based on what we doing. And I'm here to tell you, man, I'm here to save lives. I'm not here to destroy a life. I'm not here to take a life. I'm here to save a community. I want a person to know about my past experiences in life. Me once being an active gang member. Ask me, did I enjoy what I did as a banger? Hell no, man. Hell no, man. Hell no, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't enjoy hurting no black man. I ain't enjoy hurting no black mother trying to take her son from her. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't hurt nobody. I didn't get no enjoyment out of wanting to harm another black man. And I always say this. When I finally realized that I was a Ku Klux Klan's in a black body, I woke up, man. And prison played a role in that. Prison played a role in that. Prison most definitely played a role in it. Reading books played a role in it. I said I don't want to hurt nobody that look like me. I don't want to hurt nobody that look like me. And I'm not going to go out my way to hurt anybody unless you pose a threat to me. But I specifically do not want to hurt another black man. I never in my life try to take another black man's life. You understand what I'm saying? Unless my life is in danger by that person. But listen to me. Everybody come together. Stop talking about the problems in the comforts of your backyard in your living room with your family and your friends, and come to the forefront of the problem of the situation. I guarantee you can have peace in our communities, and black folks can start getting along. Because whether you're a gang member, non-affiliated, a dope dealer, a stick man, whatever, you play some significant role in the bullshit that's going on. Blackness, it's you that define your blackness. I define my blackness, man. At one time in my life, I didn't know how to define my blackness because I was one of the biggest problems in the community. So I didn't know how to define my blackness. But it's on you to define your blackness, and this is what y'all got to come to the realization of. It's on you to define your blackness, not nobody else, man. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Y'all ask me some questions, man. Throw some questions at your boy, man. Don't pop in and pop out. Don't run from it. Run to it. Y'all throw some questions at me. It wasn't that we enjoyed it. It was just our dedication to the hood. Say it again. Every time we get gems, the internet be tripping up. I don't understand that, man, but it's going to get better, man. It's going to get better. You understand what I'm saying? It always comes back to money. Without a doubt, it does. Like, one of my partners reached out at me the other day, right? And he's telling me this lady lost her son due to gang violence. She started a nonprofit. She finna have something either this month or next month. He talked up on me coming to be a speaker there. And while he was talking to him, I said, yeah, man, I hope I can have more than 5 minutes. But he thought I said 500. He said, no, man, it's a nonprofit. I don't know if they give you. I said, no, I ain't asking for no money to come speak to something like that. I said, I'm actually saying I need more than 5 minutes to share my message. Because I speak the language of the village, man. I ain't gonna come to you talking no sugar coat and shit. I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut, right? Because that's how it was given to me. You understand what I'm saying? And people ain't understanding this rawness. Sometimes the truth hurts people, man. So I've been looked in the mirror and seen that what I used to be, I didn't like. Today I smile better. Today I go to sleep with a smile on my face. Today I wake up with a smile on my face. I'm not looking over my shoulders, peeping around corners. My mind ain't playing tricks on me, man. I don't have no black enemies. You understand what I'm saying? I feel as though I can go anywhere in America, in any community in Los Angeles without having nobody tripping on me. And so far, so good. It happens. I'd be recognized based on this. You understand what I'm saying? Based on my get down. You understand what I'm saying? Let me take this call. This is my cousin. Y'all keep on talking. And I'm doing my YouTube. I'm gonna call you right back, brother. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to belittle no one generation of black people. You understand what I'm saying? Because we all came from good stock. We all came from good stock. We got to stop pointing fingers at one another saying who's the cause of the problem. Let's point the finger and say this. We're all the solution to the problem. We're all the solution to the problem. Let's stop subscribing to the bullshit and let's subscribe to some real shit. And the real shit is this. One love, black love. Stand tall and be up on your blackness. Love your blackness. Rock your blackness well. Wear it well. Ain't no pension plan on being a gang member, man. You don't get no pension plan being no gang member, man. Y'all need to start understanding that, man. You go to jail, your homie knocking at your door trying to hit your girl. You understand what I'm saying? She gonna leave you and be with your homie. Then you gonna want to hurt both of them. So ain't no pension plans, man. Loyalty is based on who got the sack, who got the biggest bag. So ain't no loyalty in gang banging. Ain't no pension plan in gang banging. You understand what I'm saying? Look at the gang bangers on YouTube. You see any loyalty amongst them? Hell no, they're talking about each other. They want to pull up on each other. So what a loyalty at? You understand what I'm saying? We got to do better as a race. Fuck the hoods. Let's do better as a race. This is what we got to do, man. This is what we got to do. I'm going to leave it out on that note, man. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, man, OG Bam love you. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel, support the channel. Join the membership, man. Join to be a frontliner. Enjoy the day. It's Thursday night football. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, OG Bam love you. Peace.